Hello, Cancerian. So I actually ended up just I decided to do all of the signs this month. I will be doing each zodiac sign. I did start with Gemini, and I'm just gonna go through in order. So you would obviously be next, and then we would be doing Leo, and then what comes after Leo? Is it Libra? I could be wrong, but whatever. We're going in order. So you're up next, Cancerian. So I'm really excited. This is a love reading. We're going to take a look at what your person is currently what's going on with them, what they maybe want to say. We're also going to get some advice for you and your person, in case you're like cross watching. I take whatever resonates, leave the rest behind. I'm not setting any kind of intention as far as like placements, like sun, moon, rising, all that. We're not doing that because I just feel like as a collective, we're all connected energetically, and we embody so many different traits of all of the zodiac signs. So my best advice to you would be to like look up your natal chart, figure out which one, would resonate with you the most. Like if for instance I have a lot of Sagittarius in my chart, which is the adventurer, right? So I tend to like look up Sagittarius readings and stuff like that. So the interesting thing, Cancer, is my rising sign is Cancer. So I always find you guys so interesting, so very sweet, family oriented. People seek you out as someone who's very loving, compassionate, things of that nature, maternal even. So that's actually, yeah, so that's my rising sign. That actually is how I would appear to other people, okay? However, like in reality, my sun sign is an Aquarius. So once they see past that, they're kind of like, oh, okay, so you are an alien from another planet. In any case, I'm going to take a look at your person. I want to know what's currently going on with them. How are they feeling towards you? And what they want to say. We're going to get some advice here for you too. So in the meditation, I got the words read it. Okay, so read it, but don't judge. It was like understand the situation, but do not pass judgment on it. And then I did get a song. I am not familiar with country music, and I've been getting like a lot of country music in my songs lately, which is really interesting because I feel bad because I live in Texas, so I should know like a lot more country. But the song is called, I don't remember what it's called, but she says, "You make me feel like I've never been in love." I want to say it. Her name might be Tate McRae. I don't know. I'll try and get some more as we go on. So how's this person feeling about you? We have the temple path. So spiritual path, a lot of interesting things can take place on a gazebo, okay? But this is about, being more spiritual in nature. On the bottom of the deck, we have the fifth chakra. So could have a little bit of hard time being authentic, being completely authentic with you, speaking their truth. We're gonna take a look. Let's see what's going on with your person. So this deck right here is very interesting. It's called the Otherkin Tarot. I like it. This is the first actual reading I'm doing with it. I did a couple practice things and stuff like that, but first time I'm using it on camera, we should say. Okay, so I did pre-shuffle and all that good stuff. We're gonna see what's going on with Cancerian's person. What's going on with your person, Cancer? We got the Nine of Swords. Okay, so a lot of anxiety there. Could be like a night owl of some sort, and confusion with the moon right there. Could represent some confusion. I did also get that this person does like think of you at night, like you're in their moon thoughts. You're probably one of the last things that they think of before they go to sleep. Okay. And I do apologize. I do have a cold. I'm recovering from a cold. So this is our baseline here. We've got the Nine of Swords, the Four of Swords reverse, the King of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Tower reverse. So now I'm gonna clarify. We got the Ten of Cups, the Three of Swords. The Five of Wands, Five of Wands reverse, clarifying the King of Cups. So it could be wanting to reconcile in some sort. We've got the High Priestess. That's our intuition. And then we've got the Judgment card in the reverse, okay? Which is interesting because that did kind of come up on the, what was it, in the meditation, right? So on the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups reverse, okay? Not necessarily a bad thing, just kind of telling me these are just blocked energies, okay? So don't worry about, you know, the cards and how they look, okay? This is just kind of telling me that this is currently being blocked, right? It doesn't mean that this person doesn't have feelings for you, because from what I'm seeing, this person here with the King of Cups has very deep feels, okay? And a lot of times with the King of Cups, it is very emotionally mature. It is balanced. However, it's almost like they're trying to find the right time. Like, that's interesting with this Five of Wands here. But yeah, very emotionally mature. May have some difficulty expressing that, okay? But I mean, that's just more confirmation of what we're seeing with the throat chakra. So this person could have a very difficult time just speaking to you in general. I am sick, so I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, that was my throat chakra. It's closing. Don't let your past hold you back. And I am kind of seeing, we have faith in your dreams. That's a beautiful card. I like that. Waxing crescent moon. This, don't let your past hold you back, is about South Node. This is where we come from, okay? This person, I do think that they even have very fond memories of you, but the Six of Cups for me, it also does kind of represent like that past life type connection here. And being clarified by the High Priestess, it's kind of like this person is aware of that, and they may even be aware of the fact that they can communicate with you in some way, like telepathically, if that makes sense. We've got a Time for Healing, Balsamic Moon. And on the bottom of this deck, we have the end of a tough cycle approaches full moon in Capricorn. And this is very interesting because Capricorns are known to be the hard workers of the zodiac sign, right? So that's kind of just the indication of this person's integrity, just, you know, really working hard on themselves, okay? I just got like, don't beat them up too much. Don't give this person a hard time, okay? In other words, don't give them a hard time, because they're going through a very difficult time right now. Okay. I do kind of feel like this is going to be a message for both of you here. There could be some kind of judgment here that you guys are putting on each other. That's kind of stopping this from coming together, because there's like there's like a little egg here on the bottom. It's kind of preventing that start. And this is actually clarifying the Tower card, which is about avoidance. Okay, so we're kind of like, this person, I feel like you might even be avoiding each other here. Okay, so like, in other words, if this person begins to avoid you, right, you can actually be mirroring that back to this person as well, right? Like, if you're not able to be authentic with them, they may not be able to do that with you. Okay, so that's just something to be aware of here. And that's something that you can work through together. You can ground that here, and meditate on that and focus that, some inner healing towards that. I mean, this person does look at you like you're like a 10 of Cups type situation, because for me, we have these two seahorses. They're made for life, and this actually a message like this came up in Gemini's reading, so you can check that one out. But there's a lot of anxiety here, so this person might even be like definitely like fearful, avoidant. However, it's more like relationship phobic. Like, they're afraid that, like, to commit or something like that. I hope that makes sense. But I mean, this person has experienced a lot of pain, okay? And they may even very well be working through that as well. Like, with this Four of Swords in the reverse, this is about burnout, okay? This is about really being very stressed out, walking on eggshells, right? And it's being clarified here by the Three of Swords, okay? We got this spider spirit here, which is really interesting. We got starfish spirit, open to infinite possibilities. I did get this card in Gemini's reading. I'm gonna read this card differently because I'm getting something different for this. We got rabbit spirit, now is a lucky time. So I feel like with this person, having a family, right? Because we did have this Nine of Swords. This is anxiety, okay? And it could even be like this person worries that, you know, they need to have a family, they need to start, you know, having kids or something along those lines, right? Rabbit spirit, now is a lucky time. On the bottom of the deck, we have Nightingale spirit, love is all around. And there's like a little, like, what do you call that? Is that a music thing? I forget. I don't know what the name of that is. It's like, it's right on the tip of my, I can't remember what this is called. But if you guys listen to the radio, I had a similar message in Gemini's reading, but I'm reading this differently. If you listen to the radio, let the universe, don't, you know, limit, just pay attention when songs come up, okay? Because that could be some signs, some messages for healing that come up on the radio. Okay, that's not going to be for everyone. But yeah, let me come back to this card because I did get this in Gemini's reading. However, I am going to read this a little bit differently. So this signifies to me the number, this is number 56. Okay, the sun's starting to shine here. I don't know if you just saw that, but this is about an awakening. Okay, and you just notice, I did notice that the entire reading has been dark up until now. You know, when I brought this up here, the light just started coming. So the light is shining here on this, and whatever is in the darkness will come to the light. Okay, I'm actually getting like way different reading from that than I did with Gemini. But I do think that this person finds you to be very lucky anytime they're in your energy field or they're around you. They notice that, you know, very lucky things happen. We've got open to infinite possibility and have faith in your dreams here. So this person is definitely more spiritually aware than even you think. Okay, and just, you know, being understanding that this probably is a divine connection, but mainly that they are tuned in, right, to source, right, having faith. I really like that starfish. So I'm gonna grab more cards. And what could this person potentially be saying to themselves right now at this time, attuned to the divine? Okay, so this person might even be asking God, like for guidance, things of that nature. Their higher power, new moon in Pisces. I do want to grab a couple more of these. What else could this person be saying? Talk less, feel more. I don't know. I feel like this may be, I don't know how much in communication you are with this person, because we do have this throat chakra here is probably more than likely blocked. Okay, it could be that this person is hyper, right, where they're talking too much, but I feel like this is just they're being guided to like drop more into their feelings, their emotions right now at this time. Okay, so let me grab one more. We got unleash your kindest self, first quarter moon in Capricorn. So this person is also being guided to like be more kind, more generous. On the bottom of the deck, we have know you are loved. New moon in Libra. So there could be some issues previously that this person has here from past situations where they felt like they weren't loved, or they were devalued in some way. Okay, I do want to pull a couple of these cards to kind of see what else is going on here. We gotta give your relationship a chance and engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. I feel like this is the amount of engagement that I don't necessarily think this person might want to marry you. They definitely see you as I mean, whatever that looks like to them, the 10 of Cups, whatever that looks like to you guys, right? That could be just a long-term relationship. It doesn't have to be marriage or engagement or anything like that. But I do feel like this person thinks that you are definitely some marriage material here, some family material, that someone that they can have children with, okay? Because we have another message here about having children. Your love life is being affected by children, okay? But for some of y'all, that could be some childhood issues. That's not going to be for everyone. I'm feeling like it's more of a timing thing, with this person, maybe they feel like the time is now, like they really need to like jump on that baby making train. Okay, so I'm gonna see what's gonna help this situation move along here. Like, what kind of advice can we get to kind of move this forward? Okay, because I really want to see, obviously we need to talk, right? The throat chakra, I think for this group, the throat chakra is blocked. So what do we have that's going to help move things along for the Cancerian collective? We have the Lover's card in the reverse, the Eight of Cups, we've got these two wanted to come out sideways. We've got the Hierophant, the Star card. There's a lot to be learned here. Okay, there's a lot to be learned here. But I mean, that Seven of Swords just wanted to come out. On the bottom, we have the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords talks to me about that honest, truthful start, right? Like starting off on the right foot, I guess. Clarity, honesty, right? These two cards kind of go hand in hand for me, right? Because when I'm being completely authentic and honest, my throat chakra is more than likely not blocked, right? So a conversation needs to be had here about what this connection really means to the both of you, all right? But with this Eight of Cups, I kind of feel like you guys are like abandoning the connection, even though this is your wish fulfillment, right? So I find that really interesting, okay? Because the Seven of Swords here is about, it's about running. It's about leaving something behind, right? If you take a look at this card, this is about hightailing it out, right? If you take a look at this card, this person is holding, in normal cards, in normal decks, he's normally holding 5 swords and then he leaves 2 behind. On this one, I think I'm only seeing 3. Okay, so this is like hanging on to that heartache and running off with that heartache. You see what I'm saying? And this is something that's a message here. This is a message here for both of you. This is advice for both of you. You guys can't, this is almost similar to Gemini, how their advice came out kind of similar to this, you know. But however, with you guys, I actually feel like you guys have full on, like, at one point, maybe even abandoned this completely. Sorry. Sorry, my nose is running. And just kind of like leaving this completely behind here, especially here with the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups here is really about going deep, going within, all right? You guys are both even looking at this like a wish fulfillment, all right? So it's telling me that you both have faith here. It's just a matter of grounding that here, right? And if there's some issues here with like infidelity or anything like that, because the Seven of Swords can represent deceit, right? But I don't necessarily feel like that for most of y'all. I feel like this is just gonna be, how do I explain? Being in alignment with yourself, right? Individually, as individual people, and possibly aligning that with each other. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Because I don't know how to word that a little bit better for you. But yeah, with the Hierophant here, there's much to be learned here. Okay, and you have to look at this as a lesson, right? The previous experiences that we've had before, especially if these are cycles that they tend to repeat themselves if we're not actively working through some of the issues that we've had in previous situations. A lot of times we're just bringing those into other train wreck situations. You see what I'm saying? Well, not necessarily a train wreck, but sometimes it could turn out to be that way. I'm just being real. I'm just being my Aquarius self. Yeah, still so much to be learned here. But I do want to take a look at what this person has to say. I do feel like there are some issues here with trust and possibly like abandonment, because I do see you guys kind of leaving this behind. But I mean, really, that's something that you can ground here, you know, by having faith and all of those, you know, other things, those other tools that we can do, like what, meditation, you know, clearing your mind. Okay, because a lot of times with the Seven of Swords, this is all mental energy. Okay, so this is telling me that you guys are a lot of probably overthinking things, right? Especially with this person here, with the moon thoughts terrorizing them. All right, gotta let that go. You gotta sit there and be present. Okay, let your thoughts go by and be thoughts. Don't dwell on them, right? Thank you, thoughts, bye. And then just try to stay focused, right? So for instance, if I'm driving a car, I used this analogy the other day, and I was like, how many times have you been driving a car and literally you're sitting there driving and then all of a sudden you're like, holy shit, I'm driving. Yes, that is what I'm talking about, staying present. Okay, because if I'm not staying present, especially when I'm driving, that's gonna happen to me, right? And you can even focus that like, okay, I'm sitting in traffic, I'm driving, I need to stop at this red light right here. You know, that's how we can stay present. You can practice staying present by observing the things around us, right? So if I'm standing in a line, you know, a lot of people get frustrated standing in the checkout line, right? If I'm standing there, just take that moment to go within, right? To do, you know, stay present. Okay, I'm standing in line. There's 4 people in front of me. I don't think I'll be here long, but I can take that time to sit here and breathe, to rest, because I'm not bothered, right? Yeah, I knew exactly what I was doing. I wish I could share my good news with you. I'm gonna have to start clarifying this good news card. I wonder if you are happy without me. And I did kind of get that. I want to feel that way again. With this, I want to feel that way again. If they were engaged with your energy here in the 3D, I think it felt really good to them, and they want to experience that again. It's time for me to heal now. Another message about healing. I wonder if you're happy without me. I want to know what this good news is. I'm going to start clarifying this good news card because I'm nosy like that. What is this good news? If it's not intended to be known, our guides would not let it come out, right? So what's the news? What does this person have to say about? It could be that they're just, you know, being more spiritual. We got mentally stuck way. So I feel like this person might even be learning how to navigate through their thoughts, just like what I was saying earlier. What else? Ooh. And you know, a lot of times we're actually abandoning ourselves, you know. We've got Knight of Wands, Three of Pentacles. So this could be, if I think this person is wanting to collaborate with you in some sort of way, but they're learning how to like overcome this mental clarity here. Okay, they're trying to gain, like, they're trying to get out of this mentally stuck stage. Okay, so that's really interesting. Then we have the Empress card here on the bottom of the deck. That to me represents you. Okay, and I also feel like, again, if this person with this mentally stuck card here, I feel like it does also have something to do with like a commitment, like a fear of commitment. Okay, like, and there's a ring here again, and we even have engagement. So there's something to do with that. I don't know. This is gonna be so different for so many different people. Like, I feel like this could go a couple different ways for like a like 2 or 3 groups of y'all. You see what I'm saying? So, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna take a breather here. You're being way longer than this is way longer than Gemini's reading. Hopefully they don't come for me because it was their birthday. We're gonna pull a couple more cards. I've made several decks. I just don't really use them too much. This was inspired by my journey, people, a lot of different things. So what else does this person want to say to you? Let It Be. That's actually a song called Let It Be by Paul McCartney. He wrote that about his actual mother. And she came to him in a dream and she said, let it be. When he was going through a really difficult time in his life, she came to his dream and she said, let it be. So he wrote that song. It's actually one of the greatest songs ever written, ever made. I'm gonna grab one more. We've got I Want to Be Your Provider. That came out in the reverse, kind of. And we've got Beautiful. So this person, I feel like this person does not think that they're attractive. Like, they're not good enough to be with you, okay? Like, they don't have enough to give you. They're not attractive. But really, that does not matter, okay? Your soul is what is attracted there. Sorry, my throat's really dry. And then we got You Are Always on My Mind. You are always on my mind. You are always on my mind. So stop thinking. It's a lot easier said than done, right? This card. We got I rejected you before you could reject me. And a lot of times that, you know, that comes from like an abandonment one, right? We're worried someone's gonna leave you, so you just hightail it out. We got I remember every detail of when we first met. Sorry, I'm coughing. I wish I would have told you how I felt when I had the chance, but what I'm getting is that this person actually has had multiple chances. They just weren't able to gather up the courage. Okay. Sorry, I do apologize. So I'm gonna get some advice for you and your person, and I'm gonna get some advice for the two of y'all together. So we're gonna do your person first in case you're cross-watching. Switch the roles if you need to, by the way. For your person, we got Moon. You are wandering between a jubilant world of fantasy and reality. All is not as it seems. Enjoy the sensuality and sensitivity that the current energy brings. yet the heightened emotions may not be stable. So avoid making big decisions at this time. So the message here is still that there's still some confusion between what's real and what's real and what is not real, what is an illusion. Okay, lots of deep thoughts here with the moon, lots of deep emotions here, which is why we have that talk less, feel more card. Okay, so you are needed to really go within and feel those feels. If you feel love for someone, feel love, you know? Even if you're not together, it's still okay to have feelings for someone, right? We just send them love and light and, you know, let them be, right? Let it be. So for you, Cancerian, we have protection, earth. Uncertainty lurks around you, but you are shielded by the powerful energy of heaven's light. The happy birds sing you a message of hope. Feel safe and have no worries. Mount Tai, the most sacred ancient mountain, is here to support and protect you. So this is really interesting here. And I did get a message earlier about y'all grounding something, and I was directing it at you, feminine. And by the way, if you are reading, if you're watching this, you're more than likely feminine. A lot of masculines are not into this, but again, switch the roles as you see fit, because this might actually be you at some point or another. So, some grounding, protection, get attuned to the earth, do your meditations, do your breathing, stand out in nature. Like literally the other day, I was like stretching my legs at this event at work, and I was just standing by a tree, and I was like, ooh, look how good this feels. Like I'm so grounded and in touch with nature. But no, it really does help. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, this is the advice for both of you collectively. We have opportunity, snake. And snakes, of course, those are about rebirth, okay? Those are about transformation, right? So yeah, you are on the right track. It's an opportune time. You are a wise soul and a practical strategist. Know your motives and anticipate the successful outcome before you make your move. Keep it cool. This is kind of just like this is kind of like just telling us to go with the flow, right? Go with the flow of what the universe brings in. Don't let, you know, any kind of control issues or anything come into the situation here, okay? Because if it is another opportunity that you both want, make sure that this is what you really want, and that both parties are willing to change, willing to, what is it? Rebirth, right? But both parties have to do that inner work on both sides, right? It's not just a one-sided thing here. I keep getting like, I want to sing this song, but I can't because my throat. Where the part where he says, whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And then the other part, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. I'm gonna have to go listen to that song. But yeah, just kind of go with the flow of things, okay? And if it's not in alignment with you, if it's not in line with your integrity, then, you know, you don't have to go for it, okay, with this opportunity here. In any case, I really hope to help, Cancerian. Love you. Bye.